This blooper episode may contain instances of explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the Nerd Corporation. Welcome to the Season 2, Episode 8 blooper reel. Making fun of Eddie.
Scare the shit out of myself.
It's so crazy. Like, I remember playing with my uncle, and I can't remember which. It was one of the first three, and in those three, there's like a morgue scene, right? And so my uncle's sitting on the couch. Fuck the both of you.
We're the two biggest dicks on this podcast.
So my uncle's sitting on the couch. He's laying. He's got, he's on his back, and he's got his.
Bet he is.
Yeah. Fuck you. So my uncle's laying on his couch with one foot on the ground, and I'll wait.
Well, I mean, you said you were playing with your uncle.
You gotta stop making me do
All right,
this.
okay. I can't believe you've done this.
Okay. I'm good.
Making fun of Cole.
Actually, when I was quite a bit younger, and one thing you need to know about me is I was a gigantic pussy when I was a lot younger. Like,
Wow.
yes, I guess you could say that about any time now.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck up your talking now.
You could make a pretty good case. I'll just say that right now.
Listen for the sticky cup.
Name changes are coming, and they drop it or something. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, we're going to be able to do it this time. But it's like, it never happens. Year after year. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you will.
Like, as Eddie took his
Yeah,
fingers
you will.
off, they were sticking to the cup and making noise.
This thing catches everything.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
dude.
bro.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I've got some ners.
I got some nerves. I got some nerves.
They got some nerves.
Got some nerves on the nude front.
I got some nerds, burgers.
I got some news on.
Noises and nonsense.
And there will be a bounty on your head. And if you get killed, that bounty comes out of your caps.
Jesus Murphy.
That's a woman of the night.
Typed
Habib who?
In there and I was like, motherfucker got assaulted at the fight, like during the fight, from what I heard.
He really did, dude. Habib Nurmagomedov. Habib Nurmagomedov.
Who let the dad joke out?
By 9:40.
Okay.
I just gotta let the dogs out before I go to work, so.
Ooh. Sorry.
Holy God.
I
you're
couldn't,
so
I couldn't,
fucking
was
lame.
you.
I couldn't help it. It was right there. All right.
Polly what?
This is like one of the only PS2 games where I actually enjoy the
Polygon.
polygon figures.
The polynical.
Eat my ass, Derek.
Sorry, it was a beautiful thing.
It can be. I really dig the and for anybody that doesn't know, PlayStation 1.
Survival horror.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is a survival horror. It's a
It's a survival whore.
Bucket whore just won't die.
This damn whore's always surviving.
bitch has gotta live, man.
She's back.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is a survival horror game developed by Capcom and released.
Pronunciation.
According to Resident Evil 3 scenario writer Yasuhisa Kawamura.
You're getting all the fucky stuff.
Sons of bitches.
Getting all the names.
Excuse me.
So, unlike previous Resident Evil games, which normally take place specifically inside buildings. Resident Evil takes place, or excuse me, I don't know why I said excuse me.
Do it again.
Miss Guzzi.
Miss Guzzi. Resident Evil 3 takes place in Raccoon City.
Garbled.
Resident Evil 4, Garnold.
What did they garble?
Yeah, it sounds like a cross between like garbage and Arnold.
Garbled.
Garnold.
Arnold.
Fuck you all. Resident Evil 4 garnered critical acclaim with praise for its narrative, gameplay, voice.
Coughing.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought it was kind of funny because it was like the stereotype of Japanese in video games, like.
Shit. It's got this tickle in my throat.
Sorry, coughs are contagious.
Exactly.
Ladies' man.
Like every time we say Leon, all I can think of is Leon Phelps.
What's up, baby? I'll buy you a fish sandwich.
One day.
Mush mouth.
Full development the following year under Resident Evil 4 producer.
We've all had like major mush mouth tonight. Like
Dude,
I've
I've been doing like the best until just now.
That's true.
Like I get a name and I'm just like
One of us.
Hiroyuki Matsubushi. I'm like I have it down.
And then producer. You know, some of them are douchers.
Doucher.
I mean, it's
Pro
a fair...
douchers.
They're pro douchers.
Bowsette.
Because I mean, the I was really kind of sad when you didn't have the Bowsette horn in my ass section in the last episode.
That shit made
You
me
didn't
laugh.
keep that?
No, I didn't, dude. I'll stick a Bowsette horn up my ass, bro. That shit had me.
I can't believe you didn't keep that.
Okay,
I was so sad.
This
bro.
is what I'm... Just fucking do it again. We'll do it live.
Do it live.
Fucking thing sucks. Where was I? Producer.
Just start
over.
Producer.
I stick a Bowsette horn up my ass, bro. I don't give a fuck. Just the way that you said it, dude. I was sitting at the front desk, and I'm the only one there, so the whole fucking place just echoes, and you hear me just go.
And see, here's the thing, like...
Leon Kennedy Neeson.
Leon S. Kennedy.
Leon.
Liam Neeson.
You have taken my zombies. I do not have any money, but I do have a particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will kill you.
and the zombies. I will also kill them.
Leon S. Kennedy, Chris Redfield, Jake Muller, and Ada Wong.
Ada Wong.
Not my favorite at all.
So, every time you say anybody says Ada Wong, all I can think is, if Ada Wong, I don't want to be white.
Stop it. Stop
Son of a
it.
bitch.
Stop it.
Yo, can we give Ada Wong, like, her credit?
Do it again.
Resident Evil 6 was conceptualized.
Derek's balls just out, right?
I think it was because like I was sitting like this. Resident Evil 6 was conceptualized soon after the release of Resident Evil 5 and entered the full development.
Entered the full development.
Do it again.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fucking thing sucks.
I'll write it. We'll do it live.
And entered full development in 2009.
No, do the whole thing.
You monkey fucker.
There's no words there.
Just read
There's
it off.
nothing on the screen.
Just read it off the screen.
Resident Evil 6 was conceptualized soon after the release of Resident Evil 5 and entered full development in 2009. No, I can't.
Fuck.
I got there and I still laughed about the full development. I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my mind, and it's gonna make me laugh.
Could you imagine if we were all shooting like a TV show?
Oh God.
Resident Evil 6 was conceptualized soon after the release of Resident Evil 5 and entered full development in 2009.
Stited.
The game was led by Hiroyuki Kobayashi, who was stited.
It's like we're trying to do this shit on purpose now.
No. He was stited. The development of the game was led by Hiroyuki Kobayashi.
More Bowsette stuff.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Does he have any more parts, or?
He does, but we can fill him.
Yeah, alright.
I'll fill his parts.
Hey boss.
With a Bowsette horn.
Yep, that's right.
Fuck yeah, man.
I don't give a fuck.
Somebody once told me.
Shit.
Conducted.
Release of Resident Evil 6, Capcom God damn it.
Conducted.
What the fuck? It's always right at the beginning, too.
Yeah.
You know what, though? That's way better than getting like 90% of the way through a long-ass sentence.
Thank you for listening. As always, you can follow us on social media. On Facebook by searching The Nerd Corporation a podcast. On Twitter and Instagram at NerdCorp Podcast. Or you can email us at nerdcorppodcast@gmail.com. Keep the podcast going by subscribing to our Patreon. Patreon.com/NerdCorpPodcast. Thanks again for listening. We will be back soon.